I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. And we welcome Dr. Blue. Hello.
Hi, pleasure to be here.
Well, thank you for coming on. Please introduce yourself to everybody.
Hello. I am Doktrr Blue, Dinosaur Pirate Extraordinaire, the one, the only, and the best one in the multiverse.
Thanks so much for coming on. I appreciate you coming on. When did you get started as a content creator?
I've been on and off for about a decade. I only really started committing in December 2023. After about 3 months of making a VTuber and then figuring everything out. It's still an ongoing process, but learning how to make and rig a model was the start of it, and that evolved into everything.
Well, yeah. Did you get started as a on-camera type of person, or did you just do recorded bits, or how did you first dip your toe into the water?
So I started off with just random, I could record this on my computer, and then seeing what happens. And I tried streaming once, where one of my friends, this is way back before I knew how anything went, when my friends joined the chat and decided to full name me and dox me in that first sentence, so it was kind of scared me off for a little bit, because I thought, yeah, maybe they don't know how much I know about this. And then after about a 5-year break, I actually finally got my act together and realized what I wanted to do and who I'd want to be involved with.
But that's nice friends you got there.
Yeah, he's definitely still in my life. I haven't cut him out at all.
Well, it's. I imagine back then it was still kind of new. The whole thing was kind of new, and just kind of dipping your toe in then is a lot different than getting started now, I'd imagine.
Yes, I think the advice everyone tells you now is just go for it, just do it. But back then it was one of those things where it was like, oh, it's only a small group of people, you won't make a living out of this. And then obviously look at everyone about this now. It's everyone's favourite hobby, pastime, or just someone on the side to be friends with that I've seen.
Yeah, and that, and there's going to be people, I think, in the future still that are going to try to make a living out of it, which is fine. There are people who are only going to be on once a month. But it's all. The fact that everybody can still be a part of it is pretty amazing, and that the space is still very untamed. There's still not a lot of. There's still some innovation to go, and still a lot of audience to bring in before everything is settled up. When you realize that there are people who you didn't know that were coming back to find out what you were up to, how did that hit you?
It was actually pretty amazing, because I started this out thinking, yeah, I'll hit 3 or 4 people. I may or may not get affiliate in 2 years, and then boom, it happened in 2 months, and yeah, people were just coming back to take part of it, and you don't realize that after ages of thinking, oh, I'm just myself in this little bubble, it turned out the bubble was an entire ocean of people that they just love this.
I call it having your world get bigger and smaller at the same time. Smaller than it's easier to talk to people, but bigger than there's more people to talk to.
Yeah, and I think the best way I've been told about this is it's like dating. You kind of just you might go from one group to the next until you find the right group, or you might find your perfect group straight away. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, there's so much to explore, so much to find out, and it's an ever-going, evolving journey.
Yeah,
I hope everyone can find their own.
It certainly is. Have you been able to find a group of VTubers that you can hang out with and collaborate with?
I've got several groups, really. I think it's more. I'm definitely dived into the more community side. I'm not tied to one set of people. I'm tied to maybe 4 or 5 different groups at the moment.
Cool.
Which is pretty great. Because I was looking through your catalog of people that you'd interviewed, and it's just I was like, oh, I recognize that person. I recognize that person, and it was really great. Just being, you can look and see someone has done something in the past that you can associate and just bounce back off.
Yeah, it's really an amazing situation where the social aspect of it. I don't know if anybody's taken too much of a really deep dive into that, but so many people now who, whether they started off during the pandemic or whatever, And a lot of people who maybe weren't as socially active before, now suddenly are um, have no problem getting on and meeting people online and,
Yeah.
and talking with them right away. It's like a big veil has been lifted off of that. I mean, were you one of those folks who maybe was a little shy in person to talk to folks?
I could confidently say that 2 years ago, I probably would not have been able to do this interview just because you're a new person. I don't know you in that sort of sense. Like, I
Oh,
would have had to like slowly warm up to you over a long period of time, and
no.
it's the same with everything else.
Oh,
This opens up confidence. It's like having a big mask that you can be a bit more yourself.
yeah. Yeah, that's the big thing. You can be more yourself and be more confident as you're doing it. Um, and you can with having that avatar out there, it's just enough of a shield that people can be a little more confident in interacting with people and just a bit more trusting. Now that unfortunately goes both ways
Oh yeah.
in some instances, and I know people have different ways to deal with that sort of thing, but you haven't had any kind of setbacks in that regard, have you?
I've had a few. There's been
Mm.
some. Like, I think every time they go into a community, is kind of figuring out what's it figure out who the good apples are, who the bad actors are, and then some people will just try and message everybody that they can
Yeah,
as part of that mask, and some people will not hold words back. They'll be way more blunt than you would be to someone else in the face. One of my friends said, I can't remember the phrase. There's a lot of people on the internet who've clearly never been punched in the face before because they had that shield, which
yes,
is like I get that.
yeah,
Like, there's a lot of people that like they if because they're on the internet, they have access to be friends with a lot of people, and that with all the good that brings, that can bring bad.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I always try to look at the lighter side of that.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good attitude to have going in, and as long as you then and it's tough to do. I mean, I had that when I was in radio, where there are just some people who aren't going to like you from the get go, and there's just some people who want to throw dirt in your cereal, in the morning, and there's not
Yeah,
much you can do about that. But um, really, the overwhelming majority are folks who don't want to do that sort of thing. It's just that sometimes it's the very loud minority that
yeah.
they get
There's
them.
people
Go,
that I think there's some people that they can only get out of bed if they know they're going to ruin someone's day.
oh, absolutely,
Which,
absolutely.
but that's I'm glad that's a very small amount of people.
Yeah, yeah, and really, if you and it's gonna eventually it's gonna get to you. I know still gets to me at this age and all the years that I had to go through. But in the long term, when you look at it, they can be very, very skillful in how they use their words, but they're still idiots at the end.
Yeah. Oh,
And
I definitely experienced that.
yeah, it just
um,
it just
like I learned very quickly the one if it's someone that's going after how you speak and how you present yourself, they're usually the one that's not saying anything important as well.
oh, absolutely, absolutely, and I don't understand that sort of thinking at this age. Maybe I did when I was 8 years old and making prank phone calls. But you know, by the way, you can't really do that now because everybody's got call waiting or call
Yeah.
ID. I mean, it doesn't really work that well. Not that I do
Oh yeah.
that now at this age, and working in a police station. I don't do that sort of thing. No, no, and then the statute of limitations is expired. Um, but there's just people who are gonna do that sort of thing. But the um, the thing is to keep focus on what you want to do. Are you? But it sounds like you're enjoying yourself, and you found that enjoyment pretty quickly with it.
Uh, yeah. So something that I say to a lot of people is jump in with both feet.
Mm,
So I've got mutuals where I might see something that I might not like so much. So for one of them, I saw that there was a really good course on how to make a visual novel, which
mm,
I looked at it, decided after trying out a bit that I wouldn't like it, but I really quickly found out that person would like it and sent it to them on that path. Well, for me, I just realized I just like going on and yapping. I've recently found out that I love doing karaoke,
oh,
and I just yeah, I'll just jump on and bout some out. And I even did my first secret stream quotation marks on Monday. It's not really a secret for streaming, right? But
Well,
secret stream.
yeah.
And it's just like I went on and just sang 2 hours
Ooh.
because why not?
Well, that's that takes a lot more courage than I've got. I it took me a long time to even get up on a karaoke stage. There's my wife helped me out a lot with that because she can sing like the Dickens, and I can sing like somebody stepped on an animal. It's a little different sounding, but the now you're doing it. I mean, this is a potentially pretty big stage that you're doing this karaoke with. Um, when you got started, I mean, was there ever a point when you said, "Oh my gosh, what am I doing?"
Uh, Quite a few times, like almost every time before I press the go live button, I have that small anxiety of should I do this today, and then I just press it anyway. Like that's what the 5 minute starting soon screen's for, is right? Um,
It's-
I think that's it. It's like there are some bits because right now, technically, I'm not sure if you're in the exact same situation, but I'm just in a room shouting at a computer.
mm,
Like you're on the other side,
yeah.
but most of the time it is like you're shouting towards the void. You're not sure if anyone's going to respond.
Yeah,
This is
exactly.
slightly different, but
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Well, I was in radio for all that time. I didn't see any of the audience, um, and I know there were times, especially around sports events, where there were a pretty good audience there, and as long as I didn't see them, I was perfectly fine with it. And I always took the
yeah.
tried to talk to one person, like I was like they were inviting me into their house, and I was trying to be the guest there, and they were choosing to have me in there. um there's a little bit of a I think there's a little bit of a parallel to what VTubers are doing, because so much of it is based on personality. And even with a you can have some folks, and I'm sure you've seen it, have a great avatar and the personality of cardboard. um
Oh, I know what you mean.
yeah, and it just
When
so,
they, it's like they've clearly spent hundreds and possibly thousands of pounds to get something, but then they'll just sit in front of the camera. Someone will say something and just like, yeah, don't even read out, don't reply,
yeah.
just yeah.
Look at my pretty avatar.
Yeah, that's how I'm going to make it big. I'm going to be hot and not say anything. I'm sure there's an audience for that somewhere, but I don't think that's sustainable. And VTubers like, I think in my experience, people want someone that they can come in and be friends with,
Yeah.
or at least, like that's why I think a lot of people the term parasocial is thrown around a lot. Where I think you must have heard it at least one point
Oh,
here,
sure.
which is when people are like, "Oh, the streamer spoke to me once in chat. That means we're best friends now."
Yeah, yeah,
And I think that some of that is necessary for both the streamer and for the viewer because they need to have a rapport. Like some people are there because they need someone in the background to talk to help them through whether they're having a tough time or just need to share something that happens nice in their life.
hmm
And then other people, they just want to be there for the game. You're playing Dead by Daylight. We're going to watch that. That's
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. But they're coming back for the personality, though. I think there's in the real radio business, you could listen to a certain song on several different stations in the same city, um, but you came back to the station who had an announcer that you enjoyed, the personality you enjoyed. You could watch so many people play Minecraft online, but if you're not enjoying how the presenter is presenting, you'll probably not come back. You'll find somebody else to watch next time. Um, so that, I mean, so
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a validation for you guys when folks come back and say, "Yeah, I really enjoyed Doctor Blue. I like what they're doing. I smile when I watch." And you realize, that that's people from the other side of the planet that you're talking to.
Oh yeah.
I
I
mean,
think it's like you see the little thing that says like was it 15% of your audience is Australian,
yeah.
and it's like, huh?
I mean, that's really on the other side of the planet. I,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like it's 4 a.m. there. Why are you watching me? No, that sort of thing.
go to bed. And well,
Exactly.
and send money, but go to bed.
Can we get 5 gifted? Then you can stay up for a bit longer.
That's right. That's right. But the ability to talk with somebody that's standing upside down from you on the other side of the planet is something that when I was in radio we could not do without spending a gigantic a lot of money, um, because calling 20 miles away was long distance and cost
Hmm.
cost way too much, and we did it by the minute. So if I were to say, I've talked to folks in Singapore, a few folks from Singapore. If I would try to do that back in 1984, oh, uh,
Oh, that went crazy.
yeah, the cost would have been immense. It would have sounded terrible, um, and I would have gotten fired. So I mean, it would have been I would have gotten fired for spending that much money. Is what it would have been.
Hmm.
So there,
Well, a good amount of minutes there.
yeah, yeah. So it's really it's really amazing to me, and to see folks be able to come on and it, kind of in your case and in other folks' cases, kind of um, spread their wings a little bit socially and get a little more comfortable. Would you say now that because of streaming, you are a little more comfortable with yourself in social situations?
Um, yeah, mostly. Like I think the job that I have now, so I managed to get a job in IT, but it was like my first real proper interview, and it needed me to have a lot more confidence. Like if I had applied for that job 2 years earlier, before I started streaming, I think I would just like looked at my feet and not been able to say a word, or just like given the yes or no answer instead of actually explaining myself more. And I think that's the thing, being forced into a position where I do have to say as much as I can and hope that someone hears me and replies to me, and keep talking, even replying to myself or following on. That's increased my confidence immensely.
Yeah,
And the fact that I've had such good feedback too,
yeah.
where like I know that in radio you probably wouldn't be able to see this as much, but when you can see someone immediately reacting to what you're saying, it kind of like spurs you on. I guess
Oh yeah,
that's the
yeah.
right way.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a wind beneath your wings moment at that point,
Hmm.
and just and especially for somebody who it's quite a struggle to get to make that first step. And there are folks who with plenty of I've talked to folks who call themselves wallflowers and really socially almost backwards, and some folks who are really very much extroverts and um and have adopted just as well. It's funny to see everybody come together in such a mixed pot, to do this sort of
Hmm.
thing. Um, have you been able to kind of expand your um, ideas of folks that you enjoy hanging around with just by being online?
Uh, I think quite a bit, yeah, because there's some people where the people that I just met around would have just been, like I said, the wallflowers, people that were kind of the people at high school who it would have been, I don't know, but in between us might be the
Hmm.
best way to say it. The ones that too nerdy to hang out with the jocks, but too cool to hang out with the nerds sort of thing. Like, sorry, not tech. That like where we're smart but not smart enough. We're sporty but not sporty enough. We're music. Like playing music, but we're not good at any instruments. That sort of thing. That was my general crowd
Yeah.
when I was growing up, and then now I've stepped into a space where you can see people that, like the artists that I've seen around are amazing. Like I can't look at any artist and be like I have any reaction less than that's amazing,
Oh
to
yeah.
the point where it sounds like it's a line. But
Yeah.
it's like that. I'm meeting people with so many skills that they really expand me, and it's like it's like walking into a space and seeing like just everything activates the serotonin. You're
Oh
amazed at everything. You love everyone's advice. You love everyone's energy, and that's what's really exploded. Because even pre-COVID, my friends were just the ones who you'd stay at home, you'd watch television, you'd shout at the screen or be upset with something. The armchair politicians.
right.
And now that I've left that behind, everything's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You get to the and you really described it well there about the just kind of new worlds that you're conquering in a way. And so many different people now we're getting to see the talents of artists and singers and um, bakers and folks from the education industry doing all sorts of different things. If you don't find something that you can enjoy on um, whatever streaming service that you're looking at, then you're not looking hard enough. Because there's somebody doing something that you like.
Exactly.
It,
Like it's sort of like you can just walk onto. Well, I mainly use Twitch at the moment, but YouTube's also there. But it's just like just walking into a room and just saying, "Oh, this person's now doing a crystal art drawing. I've never seen that before." Click, and then maybe 20 minutes later they've gone off, but now you can watch someone just having a nice co-working stream, and you can work on your own stuff, but side by side.
yeah. I've watched some people whose artistry has actually expanded over the last couple of years, um, and to see that is pretty amazing. It's we get to watch them grow too,
Yeah,
as we enjoyed it. Um, Over these couple of years, I've seen folks expand their uh, their talents and spread their wings and have people enjoy it. But you've got to enjoy it yourself too. And it sounds like you are thoroughly into this sort of thing at the moment and really got it really embracing it. Would you say that was the case?
um, yeah. Like even today, like I've watched people about with advice how to grow my brand or become like a more focused person into myself, and it's just I've been really introspective because I'm about 2 weeks away from hitting my 2 year affiliate anniversary and like reviewing myself,
Congratulations.
and it's just thank you.
Yeah.
It's like hearing that people quit within the first year, as an example,
Mhm.
and just thinking, okay, I've broken out of that crowd. Now, how can I kind of keep going? Because I enjoy what I am at the moment. It's just how can I make sure that I not only make it good for myself, but I need to make it good for everyone now
Mm.
in whatever way I can.
You start getting a feeling responsible for it after a while, don't you?
Yeah, it's going from not just how can I grow myself. Well, I've just said this. I think I'm parroting myself.
No worries.
This is why I have a parrot model. Sorry,
You got the pirate
but
already.
it
Go for
is
the parrot.
just yeah, I'm a pirate of a parrot. Like you have to have a parrot. uh, but it's sort of that. It's like where I can where I've looked at what I can do for myself, but I'm also looking. Yeah, now I need to look around what can I do for other people. Whether I'm going to be here for 5 years or a month, I don't know. Like we never know what's going to happen. I might get a someone saying, "Come join this VTuber corpo tomorrow," in the same way that I might get a job that pays me a lot of money, but I don't have time for this anymore.
Yeah.
Like so, in the time that we've got left to do anything, whether it's uh, like I just want to make sure can I help other people around the way along the way? Can I get that person who's just started to affiliate too? Can I help my friends who's going for partner get their push? That sort of thing.
That's what I like to hear too. Is folks who are willing to spread the wealth a little bit, spread the success, and make sure that everybody else has that type of good experience with it. And because they're just some people, you know, they're just some people who have all sorts of good intentions, but it just isn't for them. And that you can see that for anything
Mm.
you dip into, any type of hobby or you kind of hope that they haven't spent their life savings on it before
Oh, definitely.
before starting, and that's a little sad. But it all comes down to not only just your comfort area, but uh, your is fulfillment. And do you think I think I already know the answer to this, but has VTubing fulfilled what you wanted to do right at this point?
Um, I think the answer's complicated because on the surface level, yes, every goal that I set up myself for the beginning has pretty much been fulfilled.
Mm,
The only goal that I've kind of missed out of that sense is the get to 1,000 followers. Not And that isn't because I want to grow for myself. Like, I do appreciate that people want to hit their goals and they do care about the numbers. I don't think people should be like, no, never talk about numbers. I think it's important to notice.
Mm-hmm.
My reason for hitting 1,000 is more because then I don't have to see the number go up and down because it only shows you 1K instead of 1000.
Yeah.
Because that anxiety when you see the number drop even by one can sometimes be like, did I do something wrong? That's why I want to beat that.
It's a
But
lot worse to see that if it was like
yeah,
937 and you go down to 935, you don't notice it so much. But if it's if it's one thousand and
yeah,
nine ninety nine, you notice that immediately.
exactly. It's like you've just seen that number like change, and sometimes it can get in your head, like even if you're really trying not to pay attention.
Yeah.
But I think that the main thing I was looking for fulfillment though I haven't found, which is I need that project, and that's something that I think I'll be searching for a long time, which is when I find my niche, I don't know which one's the right pronunciation,
Yeah.
um,
Either of
but
them's good.
when I find that, yeah, when I find that space, that's
Yes.
what I need. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be a city builder. I don't know if I'm going to stay a variety streamer. I don't know if I need to suddenly start being a streamer manager. When I figured that out, I think that's when I'll be ready.
What are you gonna? So is it a situation now where you're going to try different things and see what kind of sticks with you?
Yeah, it's kind of throws me an idea as as I can at the wall and see what is there that will hopefully I'll find something that I like doing, or if I don't like doing it, at least I'll be good at it,
Hmm.
and then just keep following that path. And I'm excited to see what that is.
Yeah.
We might be talking a year from now, and I'll say, yes, here I've done this, or we might be talking a year from now, and I'll be like, nope, not found it yet, but keep going.
Might be talking for you now, and you've got your own talk show, doing this sort of thing.
I don't think about that level yet, but yeah.
Well, that would be great. I would actually like to see more
Yeah.
VTubers do it because you guys have a different angle to everything, and you'd have different questions to ask, and you wouldn't be a crazy old man sitting at home doing this sort of thing. Um, but it's really it's good to see that you have that type of attitude because it sounds like you didn't have a real preconceived notion going in as to what you wanted to do, but you've enjoyed it to the point now where you'd like to see where it takes you.
Yeah, like because I did enough research just to know like do this, don't do that.
Yeah,
Like don't get a Google Doc me about you. I think that's probably the main thing at the moment. Um,
yeah, that's a
but
pretty good thing. I think pretty much for everybody.
yeah. Just don't be an ass, and yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah,
Essentially,
yeah,
uh, I think like I think I didn't really come in with any plans except just to be here.
mhm,
It's at the moment it's more like a blog. Is that I think that's probably the right thing. Like just somewhere I can just or a journal, but online.
right.
I think that's probably the best way to say it.
Yeah,
Here I am playing games and yapping.
yeah, yeah, and enjoying yourself while doing it, and other people are enjoying you doing it.
Yeah,
That's
and it's like it's great because you can see people that do everything right, and then that's the ones that you want to kind of like, okay, they're trying to do the same thing as me.
yeah,
Let's try and uplift them as well.
yeah, yeah. So with has there been a point since you started really focusing on doing this where you had to turn the microphone off and sit back and say, what am I doing here? This is I'm basically broadcasting. There could be billions of people technically listening to what I'm doing. What am I doing?
Um, I haven't really had that yet.
Yeah.
I mean, not in the sense of so I'm someone where I'll press that go live button and then it's kind of everything kind of goes away in a blur, and
Mhm.
then I'll press end stream, and suddenly it's just like I'll look back and be like, huh, that was wild, but nowhere in the middle where I've just been like kind of stopped. It's just always been turn it on and go.
That's a lot of that's a good comfort level though. I mean that's
Yeah,
really once you get into something like that and when you notice that time gets away from you, you're obviously enjoying yourself for the most part, and your audience will know that too. I'm sure you've seen VTubers where they're enjoying themselves to the point where you just have to be drug along with them, and that makes a big difference to the audience.
Or, I think I've seen people where I think they get so involved and they spam all the emotes like the salute emotes or was it like they spam the redeems
Right.
like where they clearly have the crowd mentality where they this is with the last streamers at least where there's several dozen or 100 people watching and they all get involved in and they all seem to like know the sort of vibe at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think that's great. That's like because you can see that someone has caught the crowd and, like you said, dragged them along with them.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, have you been able to do a whole lot well, you've got several people, several VTubers you're involved with. How often do you collaborate with them?
There's some that I collaborate with almost weekly,
Mm,
or at least if not, I'm talking to them every day. Like I've made some really good friends in the space.
yeah.
Uh, and at the moment, I currently am sharing a Discord with two of my IRL friends because we didn't want to get to the point where each of us have our own Discord
Yeah.
and split into different directions. And it's been a great growing community of them as well because that means we get monthly community nights, things like that.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And
How important is the Discord to you as far as that goes and growing your channel?
um, as far as I'm aware, a bit important. I like having a place where I can still post my art and post things like that.
Hmm.
Like and then say hi to everyone and know that there's people that every day that I'm going to say hi to. Like say it feels like a co-working relationship.
Yeah.
So it's more like I'm saying hi to my co-workers. I know that one person's going to come in later with his meme that he's going to spread every day, or his positivity message that's going to spread
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
I know that it can be really important later. I think this is when you start racking up and going a lot faster. Um, and there's other times where it's nice to know that after I go out and do all my things, I'm going to come back and then there'll be someone there to play a Wordle with.
Yeah. That's cool. You mentioned the
Like,
artwork. Is that a part of your stream?
pardon?
Is artwork a part of your stream?
Oh, I have tried artwork. I found that I don't have a talent for it. I know that a lot of people do work hard at it, but I don't know if I have that bone in my body at the moment. Or
Well, I know I don't. So you
yeah,
and there's
it's
one
like
thing. The one thing for certain, you're better than at least one person that's on this broadcast. I'm
I don't know about that.
I'm
I'm
absolutely
at stick figure level.
I when I try to draw stick figures, I set the pencil on fire. So there you go. It's it's bad. I mean, I'm really pretty terrible at it. I don't know whether it's just because I don't have a very good depth perception or something, but it just doesn't seem to work out. But um, you mentioned posting your art and stuff on there on the
Oh,
Discord. Um,
so
is that art
that
you,
would
you
be
get of your character, or is it art that you're doing yourself?
that's art of my character. Like I've been surprised by many people just suddenly one day I'll get an art. Just like, oh, here it is. Like I think you interviewed Elias J. George a
Oh
while ago.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
really great, and they this one day surprised me with really like detailed art. And it's one of those things where you check out what the other stuff do, and it's like, whoa, you actually put this much effort into me. I made this much impact on you. I'm so amazed. Like I don't know.
yeah,
Like I've got a friend who I've heard her get out of nowhere, and she just burst into tears, and it's like it probably would be that level at some point for some people.
yeah. Oh, what really gets me about some folks and some folks are just now kind of leaning into their talents, whether it's as a host or whether it is um, a artist or a singer, is that how how they don't always recognize how good they are. It-
Oh, is it imposter syndrome? I think it's called imposter
yeah,
syndrome.
yeah, and you look at it, you look at somebody who like you mentioned, Elias and like and he said, "Wow, this is really good." And they're like, "Oh, I just threw it out. I just like, no, it's really, really good."
Exactly. It's like I think that's something that kind of upsets me a bit in the future because I think like eventually won't you get to a point where say someone throws 100 gifted subs at you and you won't cry or you won't like it won't really hit you. It'll just be oh another Tuesday. That's if that ever happens would be heartbreaking in a sense.
Yeah,
And I see artists who are the same way. Where it's like they sketch something in about 5 minutes, and it's like I think people like us would have taken about 3 hours just to even get 20% of the way there.
yeah, Yeah,
And like they don't see it. How
now,
can I explain to them that the most beautiful thing I've ever seen?
oh yeah, absolutely. It's tough to do, and have them believe it. That you're not just blowing smoke. No, you're just being condescending. No, no, this is really really good. uh, it it
Exactly.
it's of course, unfortunately, you get some folks who just didn't have I say a whole lot of support when they were younger, but now they have that chance to do it. And another way that having this avatar gives you a little bit more freedom to be who you want. You get to set the rules as to who you are to people. Um, did that kind of draw you into the VTubing side of things, where you got to set the narrative?
Um, a little, because I think someone that say a lot like when I've grown up walking on eggshells around a lot of people and waiting for my turn to come up and my turn to come up, and then finally you get to stomp around in your own place and be as loud as you want and invite who you want, cut out who you don't want. That's the thing that I've just been waiting for a lot of my life.
Yeah,
And then one day I thought, just why wait? Why not just do it now?
yeah,
And I'm grateful we're in a point with enough technology and enough stuff around that we can just do that.
yeah. It is something to see, and I'm glad that I'm glad that it's a positive thing for most folks.
Mm.
In one way, at least. Maybe it sours a little bit for them on the long term. And maybe there's some folks who just don't have the um, attention span to keep going. Find something else to
Oh
do
yeah,
and jump to that. But there are folks
I've
who,
had that a lot.
yeah, there are folks who just are just enjoying just turning the microphone and being with other folks. And if that's what you're getting out of it, and you're enjoying yourself, great, wonderful, keep going. Where else are you
Exactly.
going to find something like this that that you can talk to potentially so many people by sitting at home? It's
It, sorry.
no, no, go ahead.
It's realizing that right now is the good days, the ones that everyone talks about, the ones that everyone's like, oh yeah, I remember that. It was really good, and that can be right now for a lot of people.
Yeah,
And whether it's a 2 week thing where you're trying out this medium out for the first time, or if you're just going right into it, it's great.
oh,
Like this is the stuff I want to look back on and say, yeah, I did that,
oh,
and that was
absolutely.
a really fun time.
Yeah, I talked to a person in this country. These folks over here, they tuned into me on purpose because they liked hanging around with me. Um, some people are a little more open with about that in public than others. Do you think that that folks that are around you in your personal life would understand what you're doing as a VTuber?
Um, I grew up with a pretty conservative family,
Mm,
so my parents, when they found out that I was doing this, was what are you doing? Stop! You can't put yourself on the internet. That could be anyone. That sort of level of thing.
yeah,
Um, these are the same parents that are now talking to AI chatbots and think it's okay, it's fine. So that's another kettle of fish.
yeah,
Uh, it's like my immediate siblings, they don't know at all because they are definitely the ones that kind of make fun of it, but
mm,
they have their own stuff going on. They're not going to sit down and watch me anyway.
oh yeah,
Uh, but I think they'd probably crack a joke or think that's a weird thing I'm doing and just move on.
mm.
The one that's actually supports me is my niece.
Oh,
Um, so she well, so I don't know how, but she found my profile.
yeah.
She kind of just like thinks I'm a funny, silly person on the internet, and I'm just like, it means that I get a bit more access to things like 6'7",
Yes,
that sort of thing.
yes.
But
For better or
that's about it.
worse.
At least I'm not going to be one of the people being like, "What does that mean? What does that mean?" It's like, no, now I can just ask her.
Yes, yeah. I'm still like, yeah, yeah, 6'7", okay.
Oh no, best response I found is 8'9".
Yes.
That just stops them.
No, it's why the 6'7"? Because 7'8'9". That's why. That's
Exactly.
yeah, and then they look at you like, what?
And then they'll never say it to you again.
That's right. I say, yeah, you're too old. Go on to the next thing.
That's the thing. Just happen to cross that line into they're not going to do that with me. I'm
Yes,
Uncle Blue.
that's right. That's right. So, is there a type of stream that you haven't done yet that you're really wanting to do?
I'm trying to think. So
You
I've
got
done
you got
lots
karaoke
of
off the
gaming.
list,
I've done
so
singing. Yeah, I've done karaoke, done gaming because everyone does gaming. I've tried art.
yeah,
I guess the only thing I haven't really tried is music production. I guess, or oh, actually, the two things I love. So one of them leaves a lot of people in your audience, which this is where it's going to be for later, and
yeah,
it's one of those chat versus streamer games.
uh-huh.
So there's one like King of the Castle where I'm the king, and everyone in chat has to be an audience, like has to vote for you. Like you can vote to be for the king, against the king, overthrow the king.
Yeah,
That's one.
oh,
That's one.
yeah.
But the other thing is, I've seen when I was getting into space, the large VTubers doing dating shows.
Mm.
So it's like you get one person on, and then you have like a bunch of people. It's all for fun. It's not actually. Well, I hope it's not actually people trying to get dating, but it's like you have like 7 or 8 people, and there's just like, yeah, here you go. This person now has to ask these others like how like would you take them to a restaurant, or like how would you win them over on the first date, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which I think would be pretty funny.
Yeah.
I think that goes into gaming shows as a whole.
Yeah, this
Sorry.
these I remember the dating game when it first came out on television here in the U.S. It was something to see, and now you can do that with people all over the world at one shot.
Yeah, it's like I think that'll be pretty funny. I think because I've tried that with visual novels where you just see people be like they lock into a character and then just go 100% all in.
Yeah.
Like with that, and I'm just thinking, wouldn't that be kind of fun if you do that as like, what's it, one person behind the wall asking random questions, and you got everyone else in like, what's it? I think those sort of dating shows where it's like, it could be pretty funny for a fun format.
Yeah, it could. And you never know what's going to come out of those things. How
I think unfortunately all of my friends are married, but I'll find someone eventually.
it's 2026, and sometimes that doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, you don't, and you're on, and heck, you're a VTuber now. You've seen probably everything on there.
Oh yeah, I've seen insane things. I mean, like between random dramas that people are like, oh, this is high school, it's not high school, that sort of thing, or people like who I don't know, that just click on anyone's art page and just like your brain will explode.
Yeah, well, when you see somebody's artwork that you think is very, not a like stuffed shirt or anything like that, but fairly, average person. Then you see some of their artwork, and it's like, you know, exploding eyeballs and stuff. You're like, whoa, what did I miss here?
It's like just going from 0 to 100, and it's like, I didn't even know you had the side of you, my friend. Yeah.
And next time you come on, like, hello, you okay?
I think I'm at least on that end. I'm very good at compartmentalizing. Like, I'm very good. I think one thing that I can probably say is like, I don't think I've actually had a ban from any channel.
Oh, there you go.
Since I started, like, I don't know if that just means I'm a good person or watching my words, or if it is like actually just, damn, people seem to like me, and that's something that I'm not really expected for a long time.
Yeah, well, go for the latter. It feels better.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's just I think at the end of the day, it's finding your people, the ones that you can share the jokes with, the ones that like what's it, the ones where you can jump into a game. I think last Saturday I just played a game with a friend. Like I was just in her chat, she invited me in, and I was like, it was really fun out of nowhere.
Yeah. Which game was it?
But some of those collabs are the best ones. I think it was Deep Rock Galactic, which is like I played that a couple of times, but they just like, get Blue, come in, and like I love doing that. Just going into chat and someone actually wanting you to jump in.
That's cool. That's like that's right out of the playground where somebody's doing something and they're like, hey, come on over here. We need a fifth guy. That sort of thing. And
but that's the thing. I never had that as a child.
Yeah.
I was just like, it was just always people doing their own thing, and it's like now someone actually wants me to join. It's like, no wonder everyone's like, oh no, it's hard to make friends when you're a man and you're like, what's it, past 30.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm well past that. Yes, yes, yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh no, you've been doing great. Like I've seen what you're almost at about 1,000
Oh well, yeah.
of
We're at
interviews or well past, right?
760 some at this point. But
Yeah.
if
So 700 more people out than I've reached out to.
well, it's I've reached out a lot more than that. They don't always get the
Oh yeah, I get
positive
that.
response, but the fact is now I get a chance to talk with interesting folks like yourself from all over the world, um, and everybody's got their own backstories, everybody's got their own talents and reasons for doing it. Um, you're not going to find anybody more. You're not going to find a group of people that's more diverse than VTubers. Um,
Yeah.
you all end up on the same platforms, but you take different paths to get there and different reasons and it's always fun to hear uh, especially like yourself, somebody who just kind of got into it to find out what was going on, and now you're enjoying yourself, you're looking for ways to expand it. You've got a good roster of folks you can call online friends that you can hang out with. You're getting recognized in the chats, getting called into things. uh, that's a you know, no matter what happens from down there, that's a pretty good success story.
Yeah. It should. I wish it was something that would have happening 15 years ago. It better late than never.
Yeah.
If that's the best way to say it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's perfectly fine. I realized that at this age that I was born too late for some things and too early for others.
Oh yeah, exactly. Too late to become a pirate, but too early to go to space.
Yes.
That's how I see it.
Well, I mean, I could still be a pirate, but it wouldn't, it's,
It wouldn't be the same. Not like the old days.
No, it wouldn't. Driving around in a little blue car going "R matey" probably isn't going to get me very far. Especially because I work at a police station, it really won't get me very far.
I don't know. I think there could be a precedent. I've never expect it.
Be at the front desk of the police station, people walk in, I got a parrot on my shoulder. What do you want? Well, what do you want, matey?
Maybe we'll put them at leash. You can catch a few more criminals because they'll be like, "Oh, you're like me."
Or better yet, maybe I can learn from them.
Exactly.
Find out how to get that retirement egg I don't have.
Perfect. They'll tell you the next big trucking lane, and they'll be like, "Yep, you can pirate that."
Yep.
Little flag on your car.
Yep. I'm going to take it as a learning experience. That's what I'll call it.
Exactly.
It's great talking with you, and it's great to know that you're enjoying yourself so much, and you seem awfully. I say in your wheelhouse here, that whether you intended to or not, you found something that is bringing you joy and comfort, and something that you look forward to. I hope I'm reading
Thank
that
you.
right. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I am that you've just got a situation now where you're playing with house money.
Yeah.
And that's always a good situation to have where you're enjoying yourself. Let's see how much more you can enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Let's double down, jump in both feet, and see what the next adventure is. Go with the flow.
We're gonna have all the links for Dr. Blue here on the description for this interview. Please come back sometime. We can talk some more about what's going on with you. And I do appreciate you coming on and talking with me today.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. It's been really great. And yeah, the anxiety I had before coming here was just all gone. Like after the first 2 minutes, so that was great. Recommendation for anyone listening: hit up Eric as soon as possible.
Oh well, thank you. It's fun for me, and it's therapy, and it reminds me that I'm not too old yet. Although my knees remind me that I really am too old.
I don't think anyone ever really is. I think it's just something that people try to, you can find. If you find something that makes you happy, go for it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks so much for coming on.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.